Hello friends, welcome to our channel. We make videos about animals for you. We will be glad if you subscribe to our channel and like our videos. Purpose of domestication of animals. Some of the wild animals that find their own food and shelter in nature, defend themselves against their enemies, and thus continue their lineage with their lives, have been domesticated by humans. Although the accustoming of these animals to living with humans through human care and feeding constitutes the first stage of domestication, the real purpose of this long process is that these animals have higher meat, milk or egg yields, are more durable as pack or riding animals, follow hunting or guard.
Instinct of freedom by force or cunning. Domestication is the instinct to live in groups. Animals living alone or in pairs can only be accustomed to humans. Especially some birds of prey, such as falcons, hawks, and hawks, have been domesticated for hunting purposes. Among insects, there are only two domesticated species: the honeybee, which was domesticated in the Neolithic age, and the silkworm, which was domesticated in China around 3000 BC. The first domesticated animal was the dog about 10,000 years ago, followed by goats and sheep, followed by cattle and pigs, and then horses. Cats were domesticated thousands of years later than dogs, perhaps because of their independent nature, and their purpose was to get rid of harmful rodents such as mice. This is evident from documents dating from the ancient Egyptians. According to one definition, domestication consists of the innate tendency to live in a herd and led by a head in some animal species, and for this reason, animals are said to submit to this, even willingly, while according to another definition, domestication is the fact that the control of the animal's reproduction, settlement and food has passed to humans. It's called, these animals no longer have individual personalities, they have formed a pack. Domestication also affects the mental health of animals and often causes a decline. For example, male geese neglect their fatherly and protective duties, and their brains become 20% lighter. In other words, the way the animal perceives the world changes. Since the danger of hunting is not in the middle, there is a weakening in their reaction. Antelopes and hyenas were tried to be domesticated in ancient Egypt. Likewise, efforts to tame martens are seen in the Middle Ages. It was later abandoned, but hyena trainers are known to live in Nigeria and Kenya. Many animals may not have been domesticated because humans did not need or show the necessary patience. Long before they settled down and started farming, people used animals to provide their food and clothing. At first, they were content to hunt the wild animals in their surroundings to feed themselves, but over time they discovered that capturing and trapping these animals was a safer way than hunting. Therefore, they learned to domesticate the animals that would be most beneficial to them. It was not easy for man to catch and tame a wild animal that instinctively defends itself against its enemies. For this reason, people probably first began by accustoming and feeding young animals that were injured or lost in the forest, and after a while they learned which animals were more docile, more prone to domestication, and more beneficial to them. Previously, they only kept animals whose meat they could eat, so even the domestication of horses and dogs began. In addition to the power of these animals, it was later that they started to benefit from various products such as meat, milk, eggs, fleece, hair, leather, and horns. Later, the offspring of animals such as horses and cows attracted the attention of children and were cute. In this respect, we can describe the use of animals in domestication in three ways. Products benefited from: cattle, sheep, goats, pigs; poultry, those whose power is used: cattle, horses, donkeys, camels benefiting from friendships, cat, dog, some birds and aquarium fish, while even some of the domestic animals could not be kept at home. People tried to keep non-domestic animals such as lions, jaguars and crocodiles at home. Unfortunately, however, humans have been attacked by these animals, as they have not been tamed and have not lost their natural instincts of ferocity. There are main rules for keeping pets at home. Elements such as providing food and water for animals, keeping them clean and educating them on certain issues are at the forefront of these rules. Animals that grow in nature and have the ability to feed and raise themselves are called wild animals. Animals have been the most important friends of humans throughout history, and they still are. Animals have been domesticated by humans since prehistoric times. Animals that are removed from their natural environments, fed by human hands in a certain place, have to live even in cages according to the directives of people, and have learned to live with people are called domestic animals. Domestication is the result of centuries of careful selection, crossing and breeding. Some people have exaggerated the job of raising pets and tried to domesticate animals such as wild lions, tigers, leopards, jaguars in nature. Since such animals are accustomed to the wild, they cannot be tamed easily. The best way to domesticate wild animals is to adopt a wild animal as a baby and raise it. Benefits of pets: they become friends with you. They show you unconditional love. They learn to listen to you. They protect you. You don't get allergies easily. You experience a sense of ownership. Raising a pet is like a rehearsal for raising a child. Develops your sense of responsibility. Challenges of keeping a pet: you have to take it wherever you go. Even if you are tired when you come from work, you have to walk around. You have to clean your toilet. You have to give her food and water when she runs out. You have to wash and clean it the way you clean yourself. Certain rules of keeping pets: to provide food for animals, to provide water for animals, keeping them clean, educating them about the toilet, educating them about things they shouldn't do, never leave them alone, traveling at certain time intervals, show them love and affection.